My name's Marguerite Adzik. I'm the founder of Addison Bay, and today I'm going to take you through a life in photos of Addison Bay so far through the last 6 years. We're going to go through the highs, the lows, the glamorous moments, the not so glam moments, and some really, really funny stories in between. So buckle up, it's going to be fun. Beautiful book that my team put together. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, I love this Polaroid so much. This is Addison Bay day one, just like we wrote it. We took that Polaroid on set in July of 2018, so even before we transactionally launched the company. It was our first photo shoot for the company. It was our ecom photo shoot. Ashley and myself, we shot with Charlie, our photographer, who we still use today. Kat, our amazing makeup artist. My models did me the biggest favor in the world shooting for us. I will forever be indebted to them. KK, Chase, I will never forget these girls. They're amazing. I remember just having butterflies in my stomach the whole shoot. This is for my own company. I came from a previous job where I got to go on photo shoots a lot, but it wasn't for my thing. And we took this Polaroid at the end of the shoot. The shoot went amazing. The photos looked so high quality. It was all coming together. I'm so proud of my naive 29-year-old self. This is where it all started, day one. Oh my gosh. Now I have 4 kids, but this was back in 2018 at the Addison Bay launch party with my 3-month-old daughter. She's now 6 years old. So Annie and Addison Bay are essentially the same age. We hosted it at 16th and Market, just down the street from our headquarters. Beautiful co-working space, wide open, lots of glass, and it was in AB blue. Invited tons of family, friends, had the product out. There was a little shopping. It was such a pinch me moment. It was so cool. It was on my 30th birthday. So I essentially threw myself a 30th birthday party with hundreds of people. I was walking around with a newborn, making a speech, doing all the things. It was very, very cool. We've come so far, but this was a really, really special moment. The not so glam part of this was Ashley and I were literally rolling wardrobe racks down Market Street. So if you saw 2 girls rolling 15 rolling racks, no you didn't, because we were ridiculous. We looked ridiculous, giggling the whole time, dripping sweat. We were just so excited, and the event went really well. So I look back on this and I'm like, my little girl, where did she go? And this company has grown so much. It's just such a cool thing to look back. Remember when I said we were gonna talk about the not so glam moments? This is one of them. I actually love this picture, but at the moment, I feel like I just had a pit in my stomach taking this photo. We did a ton of events around the Philly area, and we headed down to DC for our first big event in a different city. Ashley and I packed up this big U-Haul. We had no idea what we were doing. Now we're U-Haul packing experts. We have the system down, but at the time, not so much. So we loaded the U-Haul with tons of racks, tons of product. We're so excited to meet all the consumers in DC. We opened the U-Haul, everything was everywhere. It was pouring rain, racks broke, product was damaged, and I was staying at my brother's house, and my 2 nieces and my daughter, we took this picture. All right, we'll remember this someday, and I'm so glad we did. The event itself was awesome. DC was amazing, but I think this was just such a good example, maybe not the U-Haul part, but such a good example of how scrappy we are. Stayed at my brother's house. I think Ashley stayed on her friend's couch. We were scrappy with dollars, we were scrappy with our time. We've gotten a lot bigger, but we have not lost that scrappiness, and that's what's really, really cool. This is where it really started. Our Addison Bay private label launch. So this is a little photo shoot that we actually did for the products. We had 4 styles, 2 to 3 SKUs in each. I remember thinking we're gonna start building our own private label and let's see what we can do with it. It was 18% of our assortment at first. This was right before we launched. We did this photo shoot. It's a couple of local fitness instructors who I'm still very good friends with. We did this at the art museum. My cousin shot it and did the video for it. And then we hosted an awesome party in downtown Philly at the Fitler Club. Pressure behind it was so stressful. Normally, we receive our product, everything's good, and it was stuck in customs. We had to basically bribe a driver to let it off the truck after hours. Literally, this product arrived the night before the party. Heart palpitations. We set up the party. It was like a morning party. We had mannequins, all the product out. This is when I really knew the company was going somewhere. Seeing my own product, we created this product, we designed this product, especially the everyday legging with the signature stripe, we still create that. The everyday pullover, we still create that. These are core building blocks to our own line, our own products. I remember being at that event and looking around, and the product completely sold out. That was kind of when I was like, all right, we might need to shift gears and start really focusing on our private label. So what started as 4 styles, a couple SKUs in each style, now we're 100% Addison Bay. We have hundreds of styles per year. I'm grateful to the customers that gave us that feedback along the way, because we're making it for the customer, we're making it for you, and that's what's been the most fun part of this journey. This was right before COVID hit. The timing was not on my side here. I signed a long-term lease for our office and warehouse space just a few weeks before COVID shut the entire world down and everyone was working from home. Hindsight's 2020 and everything has worked out and some. This was a fun moment. I think my husband took this, oh my gosh, we're signing a long-term lease. This is happening. We're doing this. The world shut down mid-March. I had a total pity party. I was in tears all weekend, just knowing kind of what was coming. I was gonna let my employees work from home. I was kind of in it by myself at that time. I felt like I'm on an island. How am I gonna make this work? How am I gonna keep this company alive? I was also 5 months pregnant with my second child, Bear. So I just remember feeling really scared. And I turned to my husband after my pity party was over. I was like, all right, we're gonna keep this company alive. You're coming to the office with me every day. I'm gonna teach you how to pack orders, and we're gonna do this together. What ended up being the scariest, kind of saddest moment, it turned into such an amazing few months for us, for the company, all the above. Activewear really took off during that time, but I also had the best teammate in the world. My husband's awesome. And had it not been for him, the company would not be alive today. This was just definitely a pivotal moment in the company, and I'm so grateful that it happened, not in the moment, but looking back, I'm grateful that it happened. This was actually shot on my parents' boat. It was a summer of scrappiness. Just to get content, we needed friends and family members to help us out, pop-ups, trying to get in front of the customer. It was insane. We used a lot of friends as models. This is my friend Olivia, and she shot econ for us, campaigned for us. She did videos for us. I think my cousin actually shot these photos and did all the video for the shoot. I think that's what makes this company so cool. We've grown a lot, but we really have remained the same in terms of that hard work ethic and that scrappy grittiness. I love it. I was like 8-9 months pregnant hosting these pop-ups on sidewalk corners in Avalon, New Jersey, popping up a tent at 6 in the morning on Saturdays and Sundays, putting racks out, tables out. I would beg babysitters to help me. I'm like, hey, can you help me sell? They're like, what? Watch your kids or sell the product? No, you're gonna help me sell this product on the sidewalk. The summer of scrappiness, the content, the pop-ups, lots of highs, lots of lows, but I just love this time so much. Oh my goodness, this photo is hysterical. So this is my friend Olivia. This is Ashley's husband, Ryan. I think they were boyfriend, girlfriend at the time. His dog, Guinness. Our friend Bianca's son, Edward. So we basically just merged 3 different families into one in this photo to create a little family vignette. And now looking at this, Ashley and Ryan have 2 children. Olivia has 2 kids. Edward got a baby sister. I think it's so funny, but they look great. We shot this in the suburbs of Philadelphia. Those leggings, there was so much drama with these leggings. This was our 3rd run of leggings, and we're like, all right, let's do a cool diagonal stripe. We'll switch it up for her. This is gonna be fun. We got back the sample and the stripes wrapped up the whole leg. And Ashley and I were not designers by any means at this point. We did not have a true designer yet. We're like, well, does this look cool? Maybe this looks cool. And then we're like, what? No, this does not look cool. It was down to the wire. We had to switch it real quick at the very, very end. This was our biggest collection to date. And I remember being like, wow, this collection is huge. Now looking back, it's extremely small. I actually couldn't go to the shoot because I just had my son. So I was getting photos from afar. I remember feeling immense pride for the clothing and for my team. My team is really just next level amazing. It's getting bigger by the year. And I think this was one of those moments I was like, oh, this is so cool. I'm so proud of them. I'm so proud of us. Spring 21, this is our first collection with a real designer. I know, it finally happened. Maria was our designer at the time. She's amazing. I love her so much. And we did our first print. It was called Colorful Camo. This print completely sold out. Everyone loved it. Maria crushed it. So we went to Naples. It was very scrappy. We stayed at my parents' place. We saved any money we possibly could, but we made it look as legit as possible. My cousin did all the video for this, which was so fun. Definitely a really exciting moment. This is Vita, actually one of the models I used to work with at my previous job, and the behind the scenes leading up, more legging drama. I know. We've come a long way. The factory used a new quality for our signature stripe around the ankle. Right before the shoot, Ashley and I went to go try them on. The stripes were extremely tight around the ankle, extremely tight. We're like, maybe this is just a sample. And they had actually printed every single legging, thousands of units with this quality. Basically gave you ankle fat Who wants ankle fat? Nobody. We had a meeting. We're like, how can we get out of this? How can we figure it out? And I think this was such a pivotal moment for me. I kind of like had to look in the mirror and say, are we gonna accept product that we're not proud to sell to the consumer, or are we going to not accept it? We're gonna lose a lot of money. I chose the latter, and I'm so grateful I did, because I think our consumer can trust us. She knows that we really care about the quality of the product that we put out. Again, looking back, I'm so grateful that I chose that route. I didn't just take the easy way out. It was a very, very hard learning lesson, but I'm glad we did it the right way. That's one of our core values, do it the right way or don't do it at all. We made up for it with this beautiful shoot, and we had so much fun. Oh my gosh, such a pinch me moment. I can't even describe how cool this was. We hosted all those pop-ups the previous summer. We proved that Avalon really was a good place to open a store. The behind the scenes here, never a dull moment. The store was not ready until, I kid you not, 30 seconds before we opened the doors. It was not getting done. I'm talking like the day before, they're still laying the floors down. How can we even like put the product out, do any of the aesthetics? We hired like construction workers in the middle of the night. I actually remember halfway through the week, my husband's like, all right, you need to put in your brain that you might not be able to open this weekend. Like this might not happen. And I was like, no, that's not happening. Come hell or high water, we were opening. So this is Saturday morning. It poured rain all that weekend, rain and retail. Great combo. People were showing up in Addison Bay under their big umbrellas. People I didn't know. I didn't pay these people to be there. They were true Addison Bay customers. The line was wrapped around the corner. We could only let in so many people at a time. It was so cool. It was so cool. I actually get goosebumps thinking about it. It was so special. Grace is in the door here. Grace, you're in the door here. I think she was manning the door, only letting a certain amount of people in at the time. We still have the Addison Bay Avalon store. I hope we always do. Fall 21. I love this shoot so much. All right, this is our first shoot with my very good friend, Ben Watts. I worked with him for years at my previous job. He is so talented. He gets the Addison Bay brand, and we've shot with him every single season since then. And then our stylist is Gab. She is so creative and so cool. They really brought this shoot to life. This was shot in Montauk. Of course, we have to be a little scrappy. I'm so grateful to my friends Caroline and Greg, who let us not only stay at their home, but shoot in their home. The setting was gorgeous. Montauk's amazing. And we really brought the collection to life. Ashley and I had the best trip. We had so much fun. She actually told me she was pregnant on that trip. And I was like, there's so much happening. We have a crew of 25 people. You just told me you're pregnant with your first child. It was such a bomb of exciting news. And we had a fun road trip up there. I think we had like a 10-hour drive back. Not so fun. I remember the very first shot of the day. The music was on and there was like 20 people running around, and the stylist and the 3 models and all the wardrobe everywhere. And I remember being like, this is my brand that I'm bringing to life. This is so cool. And there have been little like pinch me moments along the way like that. Some are really small and some are more glamorous and big. This was like a little more glam. I love the team that we worked with. We still work with the majority of them today. And I have really fond memories of this season and this shoot. It was a good one. I mean, I love that this made the fancy book, because this is how things really are on the day-to-day. This is our warehouse. It actually already looks so different. And it is during our warehouse sale. And I mean, we have some interns in here. This is so fun. So the warehouse sale started in 22 and it totally took off. It has become kind of a biannual staple as part of the company. We run a full price business, but we do have 2 warehouse sales a year. They're actually so fun. We have a blast. Part of our warehouse sale traditions, we always have a Shake Shack lunch. That's a very important part of warehouse sale week. We always have theme days. We have a theme for every single day, so we have to dress in theme. It sounds ridiculous, but it makes it fun, and the warehouse sale is wild. We're packing thousands of orders and getting them out as quickly as possible. Yours truly included. I am packing orders. This also, if you can take a peek into our warehouse. There's wires hanging from the ceiling. My husband actually hung those lights to give us more light so we can actually see the product. Floors are concrete. I hope we have this space forever. I love it. It's the first space we moved into. Now it's just one of our 2 warehouse spaces, kind of where really all the magic happens. Well, we're going from warehouse to a very glamorous photo, which is from spring 22. This is our photo shoot in Miami, Florida. So Lauren and Brittany, we still shoot with them today, and they're best friends. Brittany was in Lauren's wedding. It's always fun to shoot with models that are friends. It just makes for a more fun day. This was our biggest collection to date. We definitely grew and expanded the line quite a bit in spring of 22. This is our courtside floral print. So we had the multi and the blue and the white. Shot on the beach all day. Like, does that even work? Ashley was like 8 months pregnant, moment, and there's this photo of her holding up the changing tube. There's this group photo at the end with like 20 of us right outside the beach. We looked so tired and sweaty, but so happy. Ashley and I brought our husbands on this trip. They had a lot of fun while we were working all day. I talk about the photo shoots a lot, but it's more just, it brings everything together. It brings all the time and energy of putting the collection together, everything that our whole team does back at ADHQ. It brings it to life in that moment. That's why these photo shoots and these collection moments are just so special. It's like, oh, this is it. It's real. It's happening. So I always like think back to these times as with such fond memories. This is our second retail store opening. I love this photo. This is seconds before we opened the store, and there was a huge long line down Coulter Avenue. I didn't know if anyone was gonna show up, but the AB girl shows up. She was there. With Avalon's success, we decided to open a second store in Suburban Square, not too far from our offices in Center City. I was 12,000 months pregnant here, and it was a hot day. I remember being so hot. That was basically the only negative emotion of the day, because the rest of the day was amazing. We had a DJ outside, we had a photo booth outside, a coffee truck, like all the activations. People from my past came out, from my previous job, all my family members, of course. I think leading up to the store, wow, never a dull moment there either. The floors weren't quite being laid the day before, not as crazy as Avalon, but we were like all hands on deck, computers out all over the floor, setting up, hanging things, you know, the final nail going in that morning. And the store is so beautiful. I'm so proud of the store. I love the location. I think we had a Shake Shack lunch that day. I think every major occasion and milestone moment deserves a Shake Shack lunch. Right before we opened the store, I remember we had like a little champagne toast. I remember saying to the team, all the hard work is done. Now let's just have fun. We had just worked our butts off the whole week, months, year to get this open, and now it's time to have some fun. This was a really great moment. We did in fact have fun. I had a blast meeting all of the customers that were in line. The product was amazing and everyone was just excited to be there, and that's what's so great about the AV family. She shows up, rain or shine, and she's just excited and happy, and that's the customer I created this brand for. And it makes me so excited when these moments happen and when I get to meet her in person. It's so huge. It's so amazing. Certainly a milestone day, and we worked our butts off, but we had a lot of fun while we did it, which is important. The moment I manifested for years, we finally made the Today Show. It's a segment called She Made It. This should be called We Made It. I could never, ever, ever do this alone. I started the company as a solo founder, but I have not been able to grow this huge brand without an incredible team. My team is as good as it gets. And this amazing Today Show moment would not have happened without them. We all watched this in the warehouse together on the big TV. I did tear up a little bit. It was like one of those happy cries of like, oh my gosh, all this hard work, all the lows, all the not so glamorous moments, they were all definitely worth it. It was such a huge moment. And then with that, we looked on our website and there were thousands of customers on our site. But again, the segment's called She Made It. It's definitely We Made It. It was a very, very cool moment. I love the Today Show. Truly, the Today Show was part of my childhood. I think my mom always had it on in the background when we were getting ready for school, eating breakfast. Addison Bay made it on the Today Show. It was the coolest thing ever. So truly manifested this, and I'm gonna keep manifesting. We gotta get back on there. I love this picture. In January 22, when we had our first warehouse sale, we were really missing that in-person moment. We really wanted to see the customer, and especially for new customers. She wants to try things on. This was our first year we tried an in-person sample sale. It was in the suburbs of Philadelphia, not too far from our office. Thankfully, we got our U-Haul packing game down. We know exactly how to pack the U-Haul. So we packed it all up, unloaded, and set up for the sample sale. And this was right before, this was our uniform. We wore our Addison Bay sweatshirts and skirts. We took this photo, great lighting, by the way. My Gen Zers, no good lighting. We all just looked so happy, so tired, so ready to party. I think I'm the greeter, and I just get to talk to customers all day. It's so fun. With that, sample sales get a little crazy. Women come in with strollers, but no babies in the strollers, just throwing product in their strollers as their shopping basket. People are getting changed in the craziest places. We really do look so tired and so happy here, but mostly happy. This is one of my favorite moments ever. Have I said that about every single one? This is truly one of my favorite moments. It's hysterical. This is when we blindfolded some of the team to show them our new office space. Where we originally started, we started on the 6th floor, and it was our office and warehouse space all kind of combined in one. We quickly outgrew that. We moved our office space down the hall, very quickly grew out of that. Now we have 2 warehouses and then this new office space. And this was the day that we debuted the new office. We didn't say anything to anyone. So we set up for this big surprise and we walked them on the elevator blindfolded. They're like, where are we going? What is going on? I couldn't stop laughing. And we walked into the new space, we unblindfolded them, and there's this video of them screaming as we walked in. I think they had no idea what to expect. One of the girls actually cried. It was so adorable. This was hysterical, so funny. I still look at this video all the time. It's so funny. This was Resort of 2023, our influencer collaboration with Mary Hafner, who is an amazing influencer and friend that lives in Dallas. I'd actually met her years prior, and we totally hit it off. We are very good friends now. We designed a little capsule with her. I think it was like 13 SKUs. We hosted the launch party at her home in Dallas. The Dallas girls showed up. There were so many amazing women there. I was very pregnant with my 4th child, Sunny, in that photo. All these photos, I'm just pregnant the entire time, or secretly pregnant, or just had a baby. The collection was awesome. It was really cool, really retro inspired. We just always try to align with people that are like the Addison Bay girl, and Mary is very much like that. She's happy and fun and friendly, and she wants to make everyone feel good in the room. She's excited about life. That's the AB girl. And we do have another influencer collaboration coming up in September. She's very much the AB girl, so stay tuned for that one. This is actually my favorite moment ever. I know I've said that about everyone. This was this year in 2024. My daughter is in kindergarten at a little all-girls school. In the fall, her teacher approached me and said, we're doing this brave, smart girl unit. We want to talk about confident people and characteristics, and we were actually budgeted for a field trip this year. Could these girls come to Addison Bay and learn about being a brave, smart, confident girl? I mean, I nearly fell off my chair. They took the school bus down to Center City. When they got off the bus, they're like, is this New York City? And I was like, girls, no, this is Philadelphia. You went 20 minutes down the road. They walked in the building. We had a huge neon sign that said welcome. Then they came into the office. My team did such a great job. We had little stations all over. We did a little photo shoot. They had to show their confident poses. We got to design things in the design room with our designer, Olivia. I did a little photo slide and told them all about the business. They did a scavenger hunt in the warehouse. They love that. They all sat on the carpet. They're eating their lunch. I was like, this is so chaotic. And these girls are so amazing. They're just young, confident, impressionable 5 and 6-year-olds, and I was so happy that my team, they're such shining examples of what a brave, strong, confident woman is. And they're all such fabulous role models to these kids. We gave them these little Addison Bay sweatshirts at the end. Apparently they all wore them to school the next day. I'm like, that is adorable. What more can I ask for? This is why I created the company. I think my daughter was very excited to show off her mom's company. It was a really cool moment for me, for my team, for these 28 little girls, for my daughter specifically. I will never forget it. Okay, this was this summer. We did a little outing to the Phillies game. We are Phillies sports gals. And of course we had the proper attire to wear. We had all of our poppy in Phillies red. We really love doing things together, supporting each other. We've done soul cycle classes. We always have a big Christmas party every year. We love to celebrate each other's babies, weddings, engagements. There's actually a picture of Colleen recently when she came into the office after a wedding dress fitting, and we made her try her wedding dress on in the office. The baby showers we've had, we did a little diaper pong game for Ashley's baby shower. We always talk about our 6th core value, which is work smart, have fun, enjoy the ride. And I really am enjoying the ride. And it's because of the people I work with every day. I love my team and we have so much fun together. This photo, actually, I remember walking through the Phillies stadium on the way to our seats, and we looked like the AB Mafia, literally head to toe Addison Bay, everyone in their poppy white, little touches of navy. People's heads were turning who are these girls? And I was like, yeah, we're the best. All right, the last one at our fall 2024 photo shoot. We actually shot this on a horse farm in Westchester, PA. We actually shot a few photos with Ashley's horse, which was so cool. This collection, you'll see, in a couple weeks, is all about kind of that Wanderlust revival. There's a lot of mood boosting colors. There's some retro charm. It's a little contemporary. It's very modernized. We just pour over these collections for hours, weeks, months. The little tiny details, the year of, putting all this together, it all comes together during the photo shoot. And it's so fun to see it in real life. We care so much about the product. We really do. Product first, always. We really care. So this is a fun one. Sunny all day. The very last shot, as we were finishing, it started to rain. So that's good karma for us. It didn't rain on our parade, and we launch fall next week, which is gonna be amazing. I cannot wait for everyone to see it. I'm so proud of the collection. I'm so proud of the team for all their hard work in putting it together. All right, that was our life in photos so far, but stay tuned. We have so much more to do, so much more to come, and I can't wait.